This is Dr. Stephen Daniel, coming to you from Maui, Hawaii, the co-founder of QuantumTechniques.com, the most comprehensive diagnostic form of energy medicine in the world today. And something that's transformed our work over the last few years is really understanding truth with a capital T and what that means in terms of changing your consciousness. One of the things that you can do to help change your existence and your health specifically is to fire your imagination. What do I mean by that? You have a crisis maker in your imagination. Your imagination is rarely your friend. Okay? If you doubt that, think about what you're concerned about. Go on the internet and tell me if you don't feel worse after reading about that than before. Okay? So one of the things you're going to hear me say now and at the end, don't waste energy solving a problem that only exists in your imagination. A few years ago, the IRS was coming after me. And I paid attorneys a lot of money. And they said, well, it looks like you're going to prison for a few years. You know, CPAs give me the wrong advice. Of course, the IRS doesn't go after them, they go after you. And in my imagination, here I was doing hard time, away from my family, away from quantum techniques. And then I started to realize I was already in prison. There was no prison other than what I created in my mind. Now think about what happens in the media, okay? I can remember recently, in our island of Hawaii, there's 100 cases of hepatitis A. So they're recommending everyone get a vaccination. They're now giving hepatitis vaccinations to infants before the age of 10. Age of 10 days, okay? You don't even get hepatitis unless you're sexually involved or dirty needles, that type of hepatitis. What's the logic behind that? Other than a fear technique, creating something in your conscious imagination. Look at TV, okay? Fix your turkey neck now. Wow, I didn't know my turkey neck was a problem. Now I know it's a problem. I should buy your product. Because in my imagination, nobody's going to like me because I got a turkey neck. Or, you're 55, look 35. Well, when did it become a crisis to look my natural age? You got to start asking your questions. Who are you listening to? Not only your imagination, but who else's imagination? And then I say my famous words, how's that working for you? Realize that most of the things you worry about only occur in your imagination. Now, why do we do that? Why do we create crisis in our imagination and then in our imagination solve them? Number one, I need to have a strong emotional charge to know who I am and feel okay. And I'm really afraid of being quiet and still inside and living in abundance and gratitude in that moment, trusting that still small voice of the divine. I'm afraid of being quiet and hearing my inner world. I would rather create a crisis and run into that emotional charge, and when I'm all charged up emotionally, whether I'm in terror, anger, whatever that emotion is, whoo, I feel really alive. I'm pretty powerful now. Look at all this emotion. What's another reason? I need to be a hero. If I create a dragon and then I slay the dragon, I'm a hero every day. And a lot of people need to be a hero to themselves or someone else. And you've got to ask, how's that working for you? So I would encourage you, when you find yourself getting all fired up, ask, is this a true issue in my life today? Does this actually exist in my life today? Or am I only fighting a battle with an imaginary dragon that I've created in my mind? The problem is, when you create those dragons in your mind, your body doesn't know it's not a real dragon. So the body responds as if that is a real dragon fixing to eat your ass. And so it's trying to save you by putting you in a fight or flight response. Your immune system goes down, digestion goes down, elimination goes down, okay? So be aware of how much energy you're giving away to your imagination. Your imagination is simply not your friend. Try to be present in gratitude today, which is the antidote for firing the excuse maker and firing the guy in your imagination, your crisis maker. Don't be like Chicken Little. Oh, the sky is falling. I got to go talk to the king. No, be present in your heart. The king's already there. Be present in gratitude and fire your crisis maker.